Hey, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Welcome back to the BS Coins world where we talk about the rarest coins that could be sitting in your pocket right now, worth a fortune. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1967 half-dollar coin, a coin that some say could be worth up to $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million for a single coin. So, grab your coin collections and let's see if you have one of these valuable treasures. Before we get into the big money, let's talk about the history behind the 1967 half-dollar. This coin features the iconic image of President John F. Kennedy on the front, also known as the obverse. This design was introduced in 1964, just after JFK's tragic assassination, and it quickly became a symbol of national pride and remembrance. The 1967 Kennedy half-dollar was minted during a time when silver content in coins was being reduced. Up until 1964, U.S. coins contained 90% silver. But starting in 1965, the Kennedy half-dollars were minted with 40% silver, which lasted until 1970. These coins still contain valuable silver, but they're not pure like earlier coins. Now, you're probably wondering, what makes the 1967 Kennedy half-dollar worth up to $1 million? Here are the key factors that determine the value of this coin. Even though the 1967 half-dollar is only 40% silver, it still holds some intrinsic value because of the precious metal content. With silver prices fluctuating, the value of the silver alone can make these coins worth a few dollars, but that's just the start. Like most collectible coins, the condition plays a huge role in determining the value. A coin that is in mint state, MS, or uncirculated condition could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. For a coin to be worth $1 million, it would have to be in nearly flawless condition, potentially graded as MS 68 or higher. This is where things get exciting. Some of the 1967 Kennedy half-dollars have rare minting errors that can dramatically increase their value. Error coins, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, are highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to find one of these error coins in pristine condition, you could be holding a coin worth thousands or even $1 million. So how do you know if your 1967 half-dollar is worth $1 million? Let's break it down. The first thing you want to do is examine the coin for any noticeable minting errors. Look for things like a doubled image of Kennedy's face, lettering that looks blurry or doubled, or any unusual imperfections in the design. These errors were unintended but can make your coin incredibly valuable. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. If your coin is in excellent condition, no scratches, wear, or damage, it might be worth sending to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to get it officially graded. Coins with a grade of MS 67 or MS 68 can fetch serious money at auction. If you think your coin might be rare or in great condition, consider getting it appraised by an expert. A professional coin dealer or auction house can give you an accurate estimate of its worth. Believe it or not, some Kennedy half-dollars have already sold for astonishing amounts at auctions. For example, a 1967 half-dollar in mint state condition has sold for over $10,000 in the past. And remember, that's just for an average high-grade coin. If you have one with a rare error or a perfect mint state grade, the value could skyrocket. We're diving deep into what makes the 1968 half-dollar so valuable. So if you've got one of these coins lying around, you'll want to stick around until the end to see if you're sitting on a fortune. To understand the value of the 1968 half-dollar, we need to take a quick trip back in time. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964 as a tribute to the late President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination in 1963. These coins immediately became a symbol of national mourning and remembrance. From 1964 to 1970, half-dollars were struck with 40% silver, making them a prized collectible due to their silver content. Now, the 1968 half-dollar is a part of this short-lived silver series, which is one reason why it's highly sought after. However, its metal content is just one factor in its potential value. You might be wondering, how can a 1968 half-dollar be worth over $1 million? Let's break it down. The 1968 half dollar comes in two varieties, one minted in Denver, marked with a D, and one minted in San Francisco, marked with an S. The San Francisco Mint produced special proof coins that are often more valuable. Proof coins are struck with extra care and display sharper details. If you have a 1968 S-proof half dollar, you're already in possession of a coin that has the potential to be worth more than the typical circulated half dollars. Condition is everything when it comes to coin collecting. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC as MS67, MS68, or higher can fetch astronomical prices. A perfect, uncirculated 1968 half dollar in near-flawless condition could drive up its value substantially. The record-breaking coins often come from rolls or sets that were stored carefully and never used in circulation. Most circulated coins you'll find won't have this kind of value. But if you have a coin that has been well-preserved and has the right mint marks, it's time to take a closer look. Another factor that can make these coins valuable is rare varieties or errors. Error coins, like those with double strikes, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies, can be worth significantly more due to their scarcity. In some cases, these errors are so rare that they can drive the price well over $1 million at auction. So, how do we know these coins can fetch $1.1 million? It's all about auction sales. Over the years, a handful of 1968 half dollars, particularly in proof condition with exceptional grades or errors, have sold for jaw-dropping amounts. One of the most famous cases involved a 1968 S-proof half dollar that was sold for over $1 million due to its perfect condition and pristine strike. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay top dollar for coins that represent the best of the best. We're diving into the fascinating world of half-dollar coins. Have you ever wondered if a 1969 D. Kennedy half dollar sitting in your collection could be worth up to $1.2 million? Well, keep watching, because by the end of this video you might just have a treasure in your pocket. Let's uncover what makes this coin so special, what you need to look for, and why it could be worth a fortune. Before we talk about the $1 million value, let's take a quick trip through history. The 1969 D half dollar is part of the Kennedy series, first minted in 1964 following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. These coins became highly symbolic and sought after by both collectors and the general public. The D mint mark indicates that these coins were minted in Denver. 1969 was the final year that half dollars contained 40% silver, a key reason why collectors still hunt for these coins today. After 1970, the U.S. Mint drastically reduced the silver content in circulating half dollars, making the 1969 D coin even more valuable due to its silver content. As mentioned, the 1969 D half dollar contains 40% silver, while the other 60% is copper. This composition alone makes the coin worth more than its face value, especially in today's market where silver prices have seen significant increases. But while its silver content gives it intrinsic value, what really makes certain 1969 D half dollar skyrocket to $1.2 million is much more than just metal. So, what sets a $1 million coin apart from the rest? The answer lies in a combination of factors: rarity, condition, and errors. The most valuable coins are those in pristine condition, meaning they've been well preserved since their minting. Coins that have been graded by services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, and received a high grade, particularly MS65 or higher, are worth significantly more. If your 1969 D half dollar looks flawless, with no signs of wear, it could be worth checking its grade. While millions of 1969 D half dollars were minted, very few remain in perfect condition. Most of them have been circulated, worn down, and lost. This makes those that have survived in mint state extremely rare and valuable to collectors. Here's where things get exciting. One of the reasons why a 1969 D half dollar might be worth over $1 million is due to rare mint errors. These could include double dies, striking mistakes, or planchet errors. A notable variety is the double die obverse error, where the design on the front of the coin is doubled, creating a unique and sought-after look. Coins with such errors are rare and highly valuable, with collectors willing to pay huge amounts to own one. These coins are often discovered by chance,
so it's always worth examining your coins closely for any unusual details. So, how can you tell if your 1969 D half dollar is worth a fortune? First, ensure your coin has the D mint mark located just below Kennedy's bust. No D? Then it's from a different mint and won't be as valuable. Use a magnifying glass to check for any imperfections or signs of wear. If your coin is in near-perfect condition, it could be worth getting it professionally graded. Pay close attention to any irregularities in the coin's design, such as doubling on the lettering or Kennedy's profile. Even small errors can drastically increase a coin's value. Once you suspect your coin could be valuable, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official rating. This step is crucial to verify its authenticity and condition, which will help determine its market value. We're diving into the world of half dollars, and more specifically, the 1970 D Kennedy half dollar. This coin is not just any ordinary half dollar. Its incredible value has stunned collectors and experts alike. So, stick around to find out what makes this coin so rare and valuable, and most importantly, how you could spot one. To understand why the 1970 D half dollar is so special, we first need to take a look at its history. In 1970, the U.S. Mint produced the last of the Kennedy half dollars that contained silver, 40% silver to be exact. After this, the U.S. Mint transitioned to producing half dollars without any silver, making the 1970 issue the final silver half dollar. But here's the twist. These coins weren't released for regular circulation. That's right. The 1970 D half dollars were only available in special mint sets, meaning they were distributed in limited quantities to collectors. That already makes it rare. But there's more to the story that skyrockets its value. How does a coin from a mint set reach a value of $1.3 million? Well, let's break down the factors that make the 1970 D half dollar so valuable. The 1970 D Kennedy half dollar had a mintage of only about 2.15 million coins. For comparison, some modern half dollars are minted in the hundreds of millions. This low mintage immediately makes the 1970 D more scarce than most other half dollars. Even though it's only 40% silver, the metal value alone already gives this coin an edge over other half dollars produced after 1970. With silver prices fluctuating, the intrinsic value of the metal itself contributes to the coin's appeal. As I mentioned earlier, this coin was never released into general circulation. The fact that it could only be obtained in mint sets means many of these coins were preserved in near-perfect condition. And in the coin collecting world, condition is everything. Coins graded by services like PCGS and NGC in mint state 67 or higher are incredibly rare. In fact, only a few 1970 D half dollars have received such high grades, and when they do, they can command prices of up to $1.3 million at auction. In 2020, a near-pristine specimen sold for over $150,000, and experts believe that the highest-graded examples could one day hit that million-dollar mark. So, if you have a 1970 D half dollar or come across one in a collection, what should you be looking for to determine if it's worth millions? First and foremost, make sure you see the D mint mark located on the reverse of the coin, just below the olive branch in the eagle's talon. This identifies it as being minted in Denver in 1970. The most valuable 1970 D half dollars are in mint state condition, which means they are virtually untouched, free from wear, and have an attractive luster. Look for coins that have sharp details, no significant scratches, and bright, reflective surfaces. If your coin looks pristine, it's worth getting it professionally graded. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors. Look for any striking anomalies like double die errors, off-center strikes, or unusual markings. Sometimes these mistakes can increase the coin's value dramatically. Okay, let's say you think you have a 1970 D half dollar in great condition. How do you know if it's really worth the big bucks? First, you'll want to have your coin graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading not only authenticates your coin, but also gives it a condition rating that can significantly affect its value. Once your coin is graded, you can look into selling it through auctions, either online or at major numismatic events. Heritage Auctions and Stax Bowers are some of the top names in coin auctions, where rare coins often sell for millions.
We're diving deep into the world of 1971 D. Kennedy half-dollar coins and why some of these coins could fetch an astonishing $1.4 million. Stay tuned to learn how to spot one of these rare treasures and what makes them so valuable. Archive footage of the U.S. Mint in the early 70s or images of John F. Kennedy and the U.S. Mint production. In 1971, the U.S. Mint produced millions of half-dollars with the Denver Mint mark, represented by the letter D on the coin. These coins feature the iconic profile of President John F. Kennedy, created as a tribute to the beloved leader who was tragically assassinated in 1963. After 1970, the Mint stopped using silver in the production of half-dollars, switching to a copper-nickel composition. But despite this, there are rare coins from this year that stand out, and they are worth much more than their face value. So, what makes a 1971 D half-dollar worth $1.4 million? The key lies in error coins, which are mistakes made during the minting process. Some of these error coins are so rare that they can fetch massive sums at auction. Here are the types of errors you should look out for. A few 1971 D half-dollars were accidentally struck on leftover silver planchets from previous years. These coins are extremely rare and valuable because they contain silver, unlike the regular copper-nickel coins from that year. If you can find one of these, it could be worth millions. In rare cases, the die that strikes the coin may be doubled, resulting in a slightly distorted or doubled image on the coin's design. Look closely at the inscriptions, especially "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." If you see doubling, you may have a valuable coin. If the coin's design is misaligned or only partially visible, this could be an off-center error. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the potential value. A step-by-step guide showing hands holding a magnifying glass, weighing a coin, and using a coin grading book. To spot one of these valuable error coins, you'll need to do a few things. Regular 1971 D half-dollars should weigh around 11.34 grams. But if your coin was struck on a silver planchet, it will weigh more, closer to 12.5 grams. Use a precision scale to weigh your coin. Carefully inspect your coin under magnification. Check for doubling on the text, the edges, or any off-center strikes. If you think you've found a rare error coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for verification and certification. This will confirm its authenticity and determine its true value. In 2017, a 1971 D. Kennedy half-dollar struck on a silver planchet sold at auction for a staggering $1.4 million. This is one of the highest recorded sales for this coin, proving just how valuable these rare error coins can be. Even less extreme examples of error coins can still fetch tens of thousands of dollars. Found a 1971 D half-dollar with a potential error? Here's how to turn that discovery into cash. As we mentioned, having your coin graded by a reputable service is the first step. A professionally graded coin will always sell for more. Coins like this are often sold at major auction houses such as heritage auctions, where collectors are willing to pay top dollar for rare finds. You can also sell on platforms like eBay or specialized coin auction websites. For advice or direct sale, you can consult a professional coin dealer who specializes in rare and valuable coins. They can help you understand the true market value of your coin. Have you ever gone through your loose change and wondered if there's something truly valuable in there? Well, hold on tight because in today's video, we're diving into a coin that could turn your spare change into life-changing money. That's right, we're talking about the 1972 D half-dollar, a coin that could be worth up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. So, grab your coins, sit back, and let's discover how this simple half-dollar could make you a millionaire. First, let's talk about what the 1972 D half-dollar actually is. The D stands for the Denver Mint, which produced millions of half-dollars that year. These coins were part of the Kennedy half-dollar series, which was introduced in 1964 to honor the late President John F. Kennedy. Most of these coins were made from a copper-nickel composition, but not all of them were created equal. Some of these coins have rare characteristics that make them incredibly valuable. So, why is a coin that millions of people have worth so much money? Let's break it down. Most 1972 half dollars you find today will be worth around 50 cents to a few dollars, depending on their condition. But there are some key details that separate the average coin from the rare million-dollar examples. The value of these coins depends on three major factors: condition, rarity, and most importantly, error types. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect mint state condition. A typical 1972 half dollar in circulated condition is probably going to be graded between 20 and 40, which isn't worth much. But a pristine mint state 67 or higher is where the value skyrockets, and if you have an error coin in that condition, well, we're talking huge money. Now, the key to that $1.5 million valuation is all in the details: rare errors. Some 1972 half dollar coins have minting mistakes that make them incredibly valuable. One of the most famous types of errors is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the design, usually around the date, lettering, or the profile of Kennedy. Check out this example. See how the numbers on the date appear to have a shadow or doubling effect. This is what collectors call a double die, and it can dramatically increase the value of the coin. Depending on how pronounced the error is, these coins can be worth anywhere from a few $1,000s to, yes, over $1 million. So, how do you know if you're sitting on one of these million-dollar coins? First, you'll need a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Carefully examine the date, mint mark, and other details on the coin. Look closely for any signs of doubling or other anomalies, like off-center strikes or die cracks. If you spot anything unusual, your next step is to have the coin authenticated and graded by a professional service, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These organizations will evaluate the condition of the coin and verify any errors. The higher the grade and the more dramatic the error, the more valuable your coin will be. Let's say you've discovered that you have a rare 1972 half dollar with a valuable error. What's next? The best way to sell such a rare coin is through a high-end auction house. Many of these coins are sold at major coin auctions, where collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for them. We're talking about one of the most intriguing and valuable coins you could potentially find in your collection, the 1973 Kennedy half dollar that could be worth a staggering $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. This simple half-dollar coin could make you a millionaire overnight if you're lucky enough to find the right one. Before we dive into why the 1973 half dollar can be so valuable, let's start with a little background. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, just a few months after the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It was created as a way to honor the late president, and the coin quickly became one of the most collected coins in U.S. history. By 1973, the U.S. Mint had shifted to producing these coins primarily for collectors, especially the ones with the S mint mark, which indicates the coin was minted in San Francisco. The S mint mark usually points to special, limited edition proof coins, and these are often found in high-quality condition. But there's something even more special about certain 1973 half dollars. So, what makes the 1973 half dollar worth potentially millions of dollars? The short answer is rarity and condition. Some of the 1973 half dollars were struck as proof coins with incredibly high-quality finishes, and over time, a few of these coins have become extremely valuable due to their pristine condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. A regular circulated 1973 half dollar may be worth just a few dollars, but if you have a near-perfect specimen that has been graded by professional coin grading services, such as PCGS or NGC, and it scores a high grade like PR69 or PR70, you could be sitting on a small fortune. PR70, which is a perfect proof condition, can make the coin fetch over $1.6 million in auctions due to its extreme rarity and demand. Now, let's talk about how you can identify one of these valuable coins. First, you'll need to check for the S mint mark, located on the reverse side of the coin just above the tail feathers of the eagle. If you see that S, you're on the right track. Next, you'll need to assess the condition of the coin. The more pristine, the better. Look for sharp details, reflective surfaces, and no signs of wear or damage. Proof coins like this will often have a mirror-like finish on the surface, and the sharper the strike, the higher the grade. If you think you have a rare 1973 S half-dollar, the next step is to get it professionally graded. This is crucial because the difference between an ungraded coin and a high-graded coin can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Trusted grading companies like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can examine your coin and give it an official grade. Once your coin is graded, it's officially authenticated and protected in a slab, making it much easier to sell at auction or to collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for these rare coins. If you've got a high-graded 1973 S half-dollar, you're probably wondering where to sell it. The best places to sell valuable coins like this are at major coin auctions, like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where rare coins can fetch incredible prices. Online auction platforms like eBay are also popular, but for a coin worth potentially millions, I'd recommend going through a trusted coin dealer or auction house to ensure you get the best price. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, focusing on the 1960 half-dollar. You might be surprised to learn that some of these coins could be worth a whopping $1.2 million. So, stick around as we uncover the secrets behind these valuable treasures. First, let's talk about what makes the 1960 half-dollar so special. Struck by the U.S. Mint, this coin features the iconic design by John F. Kennedy, which was introduced after his assassination in 1963. But while many of these coins are fairly common, some hold significant value due to unique features. You'll notice the Kennedy on the obverse and the majestic eagle on the reverse. But not all 1960 half-dollars are created equal. It's the rare varieties and mint errors that truly skyrocket their value. Now, let's discuss the key varieties of the 1960 half-dollar. The most notable is the 1960 proof half-dollar. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and have a shiny, mirror-like finish. These coins can fetch prices up to $1,200 or more depending on their condition. Remember, the grade of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins graded at PR68 or higher are particularly sought after by collectors. Next up are mint errors. Coins with errors can be incredibly valuable. For instance, the 1960 half-dollar with a double die or off-center strike can be worth thousands, sometimes even tens of thousands of dollars. It's important to keep an eye out for these anomalies when searching through your change. Here are some errors to look for: double die obverse, off-center strikes, and even clash dies. Each of these can significantly increase a coin's value. Look for a mint mark on the reverse side. Coins minted in Philadelphia won't have a mint mark, while those from Denver will have a D. Coins from San Francisco will have an S. Use the Sheldon scale to grade your coin. Higher grades like MS65 and above can fetch premium prices. Carefully inspect for any signs of doubling or misalignment. Remember, always handle your coins carefully and store them properly to maintain their value. Let's talk about the market trends. Recently, some 1960 half-dollars have sold at auctions for astounding amounts. Just last year, a pristine 1960D mint mark coin was sold for $1.2 million. Collectors are always on the lookout for these gems. So if you come across one, you might just strike gold. Join online coin forums, attend coin shows, and connect with other collectors to stay updated on what's hot in the market. So, there you have it. The 1960 half-dollar is not just a piece of change. It could be a potential fortune sitting in your pocket. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and share your own experiences in the comments below. We're diving into a fascinating topic that could change the way you look at your change. Specifically, the 1961 half-dollar coins that could be worth a whopping $1.5 million. That's right. So grab your coin collection and let's get started. The 1961 half-dollar, also known as the Kennedy half-dollar, was produced during a time of significant change in American coinage. But among these coins, a select few hold extraordinary value. First, let's take a quick look at the history. The Kennedy half-dollar was introduced in 1964 following President John F. Kennedy's assassination. However, in 1961, These coins were still minted with a similar design. The 1961 half-dollar was struck in two main variations, those minted in Philadelphia with no mint mark and those minted in Denver marked with a D. While most of these coins are fairly common, certain examples are incredibly rare. Now, you might be wondering what makes some 1961 half-dollars so valuable. It's all about the specifics. The key to finding valuable coins lies in their rarity and condition. Coins graded in uncirculated condition, especially those with high mint state grades, can fetch a premium. Additionally, look out for any coins with unique die varieties or errors, which can skyrocket their value. Let's talk numbers. The most valuable 1961 half-dollar coins that have been sold at auction have reached incredible prices, some even close to $1.5 million. This amount typically comes from coins that have been certified and graded by professional numismatists. One notable example was a 1961 D half-dollar graded MS-67, which sold for over $1 million. It's crucial to get your coins appraised to understand their true market value. Look for the D for Denver or no mark for Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass to check for scratches, dings, and overall wear. Consider sending your coin to a grading service like NGC or PCGS for a professional assessment. In conclusion, while most 1961 half-dollars are not worth much more than face value, a few exceptional coins could lead you to a treasure worth millions. Always keep an eye out for unique features and conditions. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on rare coins and their incredible values. And if you have any questions or want to share your own finds, drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting!